link between Affinity and Revit is bidirectional, despite the fact that most of our demos and videos show the process in a linear fashion. What this means is that you can take an existing Revit model into Affinity to perform other types of tasks. Here we are focusing on validating an existing Revit design model against that project's program. This process can save users many hours of manual work. Early and frequent syncs between Revit and Affinity can ensure that discrepancies are caught and corrected early in the design process. This also saves cost and time later on. The Revit model may be in the early stages of design, at the end of the project lifecycle, or at any point in between. It is usually created by manual reference to the program. The project program may have been gathered and maintained in a software such as Excel or Word and is not linked directly to the Revit design model. Here is the existing project program in Excel that has been converted into our import format. Once imported into a new Affinity file, you may find it necessary to modify some of the items. Target type change is a typical modification. Next, I will connect the Revit project to the Affinity project file by choosing Sync Design to Affinity. Be sure to sync any parameters you need to refer to, families if validating, and correct level names. Once completed, back in Affinity, a design will be generated that matches the Revit model, but the spaces will need to be associated to the correct program item. This is because Affinity reads department information, which may not exist in Revit, as well as room name, which may have been written differently in Revit. Go through the design model and begin associating the spaces to the program items. You are able to select many spaces at one time to be associated to the same program item. This may seem time-consuming at first, but think about how long the usual manual verification method takes. When finished, view the program, select the Matching Items icon, and see if all the program items and design spaces are matched up. Any unmatched design spaces will appear at the top of the program view. Repeat the matching process until all spaces and items are associated correctly. There's a Program Actual view preset in the Space program to easily check unmatched items. Other reports can also be run to view the validation results. After validation is done, the Affinity file should be synced back to Revit so that the Revit rooms will now recognize their connection to the program. From this point forward, you will not need to redo this process from within Affinity. All validation can be done directly through the Affinity plugin within Revit.